Hey everybody, it's Chris from He Works Hard for the Honey. Welcome back for Hive 2. And I wanted to, before I break the box open, just show everybody what I meant when I talked about a pollen patty. And what this is pollen sort of made into a taffy consistency. I'm going to slap this on top of the second super. And pollen is a bee's protein source, so they're going to need this to feed the queen, to reproduce. Whereas the honey and syrup is their carbohydrate source. They need that for the energy to keep going out and foraging. I have my smoker back up and running. I'm gonna just keep this where I can give it a pull every once in a while and make sure it's going. Some rained last night and this morning, so a lot of the vegetation I'm using for fuel was pretty damp. It looks like we have a similarly healthy hive here. I'm actually going to run and grab my hive tool. And we're going to start moving these ladies in. For those of you who are new, I say ladies because almost exclusively honeybees are female. The males, or the drones, which I'll try to show you if I come across any, are a bit larger. And the only purpose they serve is reproduction. So I was quite surprised at the end of last year to find that the ladies were forcibly dragging the drones out, and I did a little research and found that that's what they do, because the males don't sort of help with sustaining the hive during the winter. They don't play sort of a large role in the survival of the hive other than reproduction. To get through that difficult winter period with limited resources, the ladies out them. And it looked pretty brutal. You can check out, we have videos of that at heworkshardforthehoney.com on our video page. Whew. Got an excellent laying pattern here, both sides. Like I said, trying to put eyes on a queen, and there's a little cluster there that I'm imagining she might be, but we're gonna take off some of those cells down the bottom. We're gonna get them settled in. Now I realize in the past I've tended to really go frame by frame and show you what's on there. I figured this is a somewhat longer process, so I may hold off on that until we start to do some hive inspections. But I am going to continue trying to eyeball for the queen. And there she is. We have a winner, folks. So I am going to be very careful. Oh, she's hanging right off the bottom down there. I wish I had a queen holder and a marker on me. And I would just mark her right this moment, but instead, I'm going to just pull some of this wax off the bottom so they don't get it in their mind to create a new queen. Oh, I'm very excited about that. I am not so experienced that I can tell the queen's health by putting eyes on her, but it's an excellent sign to me that I was able to find her so easily, and hopefully I'll be able to do the same again pretty soon, and I'll throw her in a holder quickly and put a little mark on her so she'll be easier to eyeball going forward, and hopefully easy not to squish. All right. Boy, this went quickly. Let's oh, did it go out already? I think it did. All right. So we smoke the bees because historically, for probably millions of years, bees' natural habitat is in trees, and so they have sort of developed the sense that if they can smell smoke, their hive is in danger, and they need to start grabbing up some resources to get ready to move. And so, when I smoke the bees, they are much less worried about me and more worried about getting ready to get out of Dodge. Whoa, this one's stuck a little bit, and I'm trying to be gentle with the flock here. Very good. All right, and just like the other, I'm gonna put this up top. I'm gonna try to brush them away a little bit so there's not too much of a crunch. First sting of the season. Through the net there. I can never remember which way I'm supposed to go. If it's glove over the sweater or vice versa. Now, I was realizing when I cleaned the dead bees out of the hive, I forgot a piece, which is just the little area for them to climb in and out of the hive, and I've got honey all over my glove now. That's gonna attract some attention. So I'm going to move this one, move this one, put this guy here. Perfect. All right, we want to make sure this mostly matches up quick before they can get on the sides. And the pollen patties on there. The supers are largely already full of honey. And rather than rocking these guys, I'm gonna just turn them towards the hive. And let them start making their way in. And now we just throw the external roof back on. And last but not least, the spacer. So we've got a couple of options here. Boy, I can't tell if I've been on camera at all or not. Generally, the bees in nature will find these smaller entrances. They're easier to protect. During flows, nectar flows, they're called, when a number of different plant nectar sources are blooming. People suggest there are different sort of trains of thought on it, but either opening it up to the larger one or just taking this out altogether will allow for less sort of a holdup getting in and out of the hive, with the thought that if there is a nectar flow, then other hives, things like hornets and yellow jackets, are not trying to get in there and rob them because food is so plentiful at that time. I'm going to step away. I'm going to let them start settling in. I'm going to come back out a little bit later and put some syrup up top on the inside of the internal roof. Again, just to let them settle in, de-stress, and welcome to the neighborhood, hives 1 and 2. I don't usually do this, but I was thinking on my way home from Albion, this sort of being the official start of season 2. If you enjoy, he works hard for the honey. If you're looking forward to some raw Portland honey, if you think bees are fascinating, or if at Hogwarts you would have been an herbologist, please share our page, tell our friends how much you're enjoying it. I'm sorry, your friends as it were, and let them know. We're hoping to expand this year. We're hoping to have some product to start sampling out, and we're excited. We're excited by your enthusiasm, as a number of you have asked a lot of questions and really interacted with me. It's made this all the more worth it. But we look forward to being able to provide you with honey and wax products, and we'll be in touch. Please, your questions, your feedback, comments are always welcome. And I would say within the next week or two, we'll be doing a hive inspection. And also within the next week or so, I'm going to start putting together our bee and honey pictures from our recent trip to Ireland, which most of you who know me personally have seen all the pictures come through today. I'm trying not to inundate you too much with everything going on, but I look forward to your interactions with with the page, and I look forward to making more videos and blog posts for you. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to bee season 2018.